Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome to TG10, the top 10 heroes we want in Star Wars Battlefront. But not just the heroes. Battlefront 1 and 2 had a real limited set of skills and abilities. Each hero for the new title should be custom and really represent these characters in the lore, from the force powers to the combat styles. Alright, let's get into it.
Enemy terminated. Proceed to next sector.
Number 10. Anyone from Delta Squad. Now originally I was gonna have Delta 38 or Boss as my number 10, but really, every member of Delta Squad is a badass that has proven they can handle themselves. These are the Republic Commandos, the finest soldiers of the Clone Army, and most likely the most skilled soldiers of the Clone Wars. Armed to the teeth with anything and everything to get the job done, these guys accomplish the impossible for the Republic. Number 9, Dash Rendar. Now I'm gonna quote the man himself, Lando Calrissian, when talking about Dash Rendar. He doesn't want to owe anybody. He doesn't want anybody to owe him. He works for whoever pays the most. He's downright magic with anything that flies and can pick wing nuts off a tabletop with a blaster without scorching the finish. He's a good man to have at your back when the going gets hot, as long as the money lasts. He's like a mix of Han Solo and Jane from Firefly.
Shiny. Let's be bad guys.
Number 8, Shakti. Shakti is a Jedi Master, serving the Galactic Republic as a member of the Jedi Order in the final decades of the Republic Classic era. Joining the Jedi High Council in the years before the Clone Wars, she took up the ranks of General in the Grand Army of the Republic, and was tasked with the oversight of clone trooper training on the ocean world of Kamino. One of T's greatest gifts was her ability to commune with nature more deeply than most Jedi of the era. Able to control fauna and direct them with her will. Widely regarded as one of the most skilled warriors of her era, and responsible for saving many Jedi in the Temple during Order 66. Her abilities could be a great mix of saber combat and environmental control, with mixed in healing and leadership abilities.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Number 7, ObiWan Kenobi. The man who trained both Jedi Skywalkers, Kenobi earned the subsequent title, the Negotiator, through his charm and calm demeanor, as well as that quiet threat of his abilities with a lightsaber. A master of the lightsaber-style Surisu, the Resilience form. This relied on tight blade work and subtle dodges to provide maximum defensive coverage, minimizing exposure to ranged weaponry. Over time, Surisu transcended its basic origin and became the ultimate expression of non-aggressive Jedi philosophy. This could be reflected in Battlefront, turning Obi-Wan into a defensive tank, blocking and waiting to strike his enemies when they make mistakes. Number 6, Master Yoda. Yoda, the Grand Master Badass himself. Hey, camera dude, come on now, focus. There you go. He was an expert at Form 4, also called Ataru. It's the most acrobatic form, filled with numerous elaborate moves, and relies heavily upon a Jedi's ability to run, jump, and spin using the Force. Perfect for his small size and stature, this form is most advantageous against single targets, aggressive as it may be. Number 5, Starkiller. Darth Vader's secret apprentice. Less of an assassin and more of a Force wrecking ball, Starkiller is best known for taking down an entire Star Destroyer. And no, I don't mean like targeting the core and blowing it up. No, I literally mean tearing that sucker out of the sky and crashing it into the ground. Holy crap. Good luck balancing this one, Dice. Number 4, Kyle Katarn. Here's a quote from him. "I'm no Jedi, I'm just a guy with a lightsaber and a few questions." Kyle Katarn was a famous Jedi operative and a member of the New Jedi Order. He was a former Imperial stormtrooper who defected to the Rebellion. He's responsible for taking down the Dark Trooper Project, training himself in the ways of the Force, and later becoming a member of the Jedi Council. Because he was at one time an Imperial officer, he's been well trained with just about every weapon under the sun, or suns. Despite knowing the dangers of the dark side, Katarn utilizes dark powers of Force Grip and Force Lightning, even as a Jedi Master. In spite of this, he was equally strong in the light side powers as well, such as Force Absorb and Force Protect. Not to mention, he was well known for carrying an insane amount of weapons. Dude, where do you keep all of these? Number 3, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, the man who rebuilt the Jedi Order, took down the Emperor, sorta, and brought balance to the Force. Luke Skywalker uses Form 5, also known as the Way of the Krayt Dragon. It's probably as much instinctively as trained, leaving observing swordsmen such as Darth Sidious astonished at the instantaneous learning in his lightsaber duels. Ultimately, Luke was able to duel Darth Vader on even footing and defeat the experienced Dark Lord. However, Luke's particular form of lightsaber combat may in the end be something entirely new, with traces of Form 3 and Form 4 and Form 5 all mixed together with his own techniques. After the fateful duel, however, Luke also studied lightsaber techniques from Kenobi's journal, giving him a robust set of abilities. So showing this unique form in his animations would definitely be something awesome. Number 2, Boba Fett. Boba Fett was a Mandalorian warrior. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's just stop right there and put that into perspective with a quote. "Here's why you can't exterminate us, Atari. We're not huddled in one place. We span the galaxy. We need no lord or leaders, so you can't destroy our command. We can live without technology, so we can fight with our bare hands. We have no species or bloodline, so we can rebuild our ranks with others who want to join us. We're more than just a people or an army. We're a culture. We're an idea, and you can't kill ideas, but we can certainly kill you." Mandalore the Destroyer. I love that quote. So he was a Mandalorian, he was trained as a bounty hunter, and he was an unaltered clone from the famed Jango Fett. He was raised as Jango's son. Jango taught Boba Fett much, training him to become a skilled bounty hunter as his father before him, armed with a jetpack, missile launcher, and a host of other abilities that should be represented in the final game. Number 1, I'm pretty sure you guys saw this one coming, Darth Vader.
You were the chosen one!
Or Anakin Skywalker, arguably the strongest Force user to ever walk, slither, or crawl. Anakin was aggressive to the point of reckless. His arrogance was driven even further with every single combat victory, to the point where he even thought himself an equal to Yoda in his early life as a Jedi. After being defeated by ObiWan using his rage, anger, and lack of patience against him, he became the character we all know so well, Darth Vader. You'd think his suit would harm his combat abilities, but Vader fought with it, utilizing the armor's weight and his powerful prosthetics to provide his blows with incredible amounts of force, relying on the main articulation points at the elbows and wrists for precision. With this new form, Vader regained some of his old agility, and his blade work became brutally effective. He never utilized anything less than a killing blow, and his swordplay demonstrated extraordinary precision. Even his most simplistic moves contained enough strength to nearly disarm his enemies. Translating this into Battlefront is a must. Brutality, efficiency, and power. Add in Force Choke for good measure and a great way to make fun of your enemies, and I will be a happy Star Wars fan. But what heroes do you guys want to see in Battlefront? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
The enemy has captured a command post. Our reinforcements are being depleted.